What's up, y'all? This is AD, and that's all day. And here with a quick video, man. Quick video, mix-out video, man. Talking about what women do and how they really think when you have kids by them, and why you should really be careful and watch it. Well, a lot of men think that when you have a child by a woman, they may think, oh, you got full control, or oh, not full control, but think that you have a part in their life. A lot of men may feel like, oh, well, you know, because I know how it is, you know, you're going to want to do the best. A lot of men really do want to raise a child correctly and have somebody that can look up to them as a father, you know. But here's the deal, though. Nowadays, most of these women, if you have a baby by them, it's like anything they do for you is out the window. That's if they already doing anything for you, which most of them don't. You know, most women tend to have babies by mugs who they ain't got to do nothing for. The dude does everything. So just imagine having a baby by her. Now she really ain't going to do nothing for you because she going to think you got a baby and this and that. See, in this society today, they also are raising kids to think that mama is number one and mama is the best. And mama is always going to put that in the child's head, too. You will rarely ever catch a woman who will tell their child, hey, me and mommy and daddy, we're the same, you know, you love us as one, love us equally. Nope, it's always going to be the mama trying to act like she number one, she the best, she the one that you should always love and respect the most. It's always going to be her. I mean, especially for these men, and a lot of times, you know, and it's a lot of men that ain't in their kids' life, and it's sad to know that most of these women are gonna blame it on you as a man. That's why you gotta watch. That's why a lot of men gotta be careful when you trying to stay in the child's life, but you're not with the mom. Because a lot of these women, they ain't never going to admit to any wrong or anything they did wrong. They going to blame everything on you, and they going to tell the child that it's all his fault and everything is his fault, when in reality it's her the whole time. And it was her the one who made things bad, and they'll never tell the child how they treated the father badly and how they never did nothing for the father. A lot of these women nowadays don't want to do anything for the child, but still claim it and get the benefits of having one. Like, I see a lot of women nowadays that don't even want to babysit their kids, that's constantly throwing them off on somebody. And as a father, they'll do that. Like, I see most of these mothers nowadays, I see don't want to put no effort in. They want the man to do everything. Even if they ain't with the man, they want him to do everything. They want you to help them with school. They want you to make sure you spend all the money for everything they need. They want you to be with them the most of the time. But at the same time, they'll be around the kids barely and still be like, I'm number one, and talk hella mess about your dad. That's why sometimes being involved in these kids, knowing the mama ain't right and don't respect you, is one of the worst things you could do, because you'll sit there and waste all your time, money, and effort on the child, hoping that the child is going to love you and like you, but it's going to still just go for what the mother says, because the mother is never going to admit, oh, I did wrong, your father left me because I didn't do right. Women never admit to doing wrong. When have you ever heard a woman say, he left me and it was my fault, which is proof that they're all just a bunch of liars and they never tell the truth about any wrong they do. You know, a lot of these women are lucky that any man would even want to mess with them to begin with, because a lot of them ain't even worth being talked to. You know, what's the point of talking to someone who ain't finna put no effort into liking you, who ain't finna do anything for you, ain't gonna help you with nothing, ain't gonna probably have anything better than you? What's the point? But if you try to do that to a woman, she'll shut you down in 2 seconds and not even act like you exist. See, that's not right. That's why most of them lie anyways. That's why when you have kids by them, and they, especially even when you with them, they still think they number one, still to try to make the kid like them more and stuff, still act like they got authority over you and you shouldn't be respected. I've seen it, and it's messed up. This is what fathers got to go through, and this is why a lot of fathers walk away and move on, because now women got full control over the kids anyways. You see, every time you go to court, most of the time they win. Even when they in bad situations, they still win. I've seen it. Even when the situation is clearly in a man's favor, you still will lose. They'll come at you as a man all hard over your money and your finances, but this woman could be hurting, probably never even done anything, but got kids, and they care more about her. See, we live in a twisted society, and it's clear as day, and it's facts. And that's why you as a man shouldn't even be trying to have babies by these kids, especially if they ain't thinking about you and trying to be there for you. Because if you do, I'm telling you right now, they're going to try to put everything on you and paint you as the bad guy. And if you ever break up with the girl, she ain't never going to like you or respect you. It doesn't matter how good of a dude you is. She could just sit there and fake do it. You know, some of these women, they'll not like you at all, but still, oh, well, you picking them up and dropping them off, you paying for stuff. So I just pretend it, but still talk mess whenever you ain't around your child. Like, your father do this, but I do that. And you know the kid's gonna believe it, because that's how these kids are, and that's how they program through TV and society to think that mom is number one, but too blind and too young, and to understand that you are with your own enemy, and the one who was better is the one that left. It's sad, and this is majority of the time, and it's sad because I know a lot of men are doing that, and but as a man, what you got to do is you just got to hope for the best, man, and you got to do what's right, and you got to stand up for yourself, and you got to let people know if you don't respect me as a man and what I do for my child, then I'm not going to be there, and you can't be afraid. You can't, because that's why they want to get at you now. They love that. They love being around you and then trying to get at you by constantly picking at you. But, you know, and stalking you and making you, forcing you to come around them because you got a child by them and all of this. Nah, if you can't respect me and love me for who I am, I don't care if we got a child or not. Bye. And that's real. And that's real because you just wasting your time besides that. And I know it's going to be a lot of people like, well, what about your kid and all this? What can you do? What can you do in a society where men I mean, it's too many men out here who put years and effort for the child to grow up and not give a fuck. Or the child to still go along with mom and not care. You know, most of the time, you might as well wait till they get older anyway. So when they can actually understand and stick up for themselves. Because long as mama is in control, the kid's going to do whatever mama does and thinks. And that's just a fact. So if mama is treating you like crap and dogging you out, why waste your damn time? Especially if you know you doing right. That's what hurts it too. You could be doing the right. You could, like I said, 9 times out of 10, you will probably be doing the most. But see, man, they never talk about good fathers. They never see it, never gets spoken of. And a lot of these women don't know what a daddy is anyways because they mamas done messed up with men and got left too. But they believed in the lie. You know, they believed in the lie of, oh, it was dad, when really it was mama the whole time. And y'all too blind to see why mama is messed up now. You know, just take a look at most of these women or mothers. Look how none of them really got much going on. They really don't. Most of them don't, man. Barely hanging on by threads. They ain't living their best lives. Trust me on that. They not. That's why a lot of them are so greedy and thirsty now. That's why a lot of them want nothing but your money and nothing else. You know, and it's a fact, especially when they got kids. Then they really start getting hungry for money and wanting your money. You know, and that's when they really out looking for dudes who ain't got kids so you can come pay for them and they kids. But like I'll say it again, but if a man come around them and want money and this and that, they'll be the first ones to say no. So, yeah, we living in some real messed up times because these women don't want to admit to any of the wrong they do and then they want to try to get away with it. That's why when you ever confront them with real things and real stuff, they always, and then they run. They either try to hit you with a manipulation tactic, and if that doesn't work, then they run. See, they've been doing wrong for too long and they've been getting away with it, and now they don't want to change because they know that if they have to change, they have to go through the hard process, a process that many men have already had to go through. A lot of women don't understand that men have been suffering. We are the real people that suffer. Women, y'all got all the fucking power and control when it comes to so much and to say so, and y'all don't get blamed for nothing, and y'all can do bad and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's going to be y'all time to see what's up. Because the only reason why women are getting away with so much is because men haven't woken up and really said like, hey, this is wrong. This ain't right. We don't deserve this. But as you can see, more are. Because what a lot of women don't understand is that you can't continue to keep doing wrong in your life but expecting good things to come, because it's never going to happen. You might float your little boat for a time being, but in the long run, you ain't going to end up nowhere, because whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. If you put out bad things, evilness, deceitful lies, you know, doing wrong and tricking people and all of that, guess what? It's going to come right back to you, because ain't nobody going to like you at the end of the day. I don't care how many fake friends or how many fake followers you think you got. Ain't nobody going to like you at the end of the day. People probably already don't like you now. You just ain't woke up and realized it yet, or you too afraid to admit it. But that's my video, though, and I hope y'all liked it. And again, watch having these kids by them, because most of the time, it's just a trick of the setup to make you look bad anyways. You got the rare few who will let you be the man in the relationship. Most of these chicks just have your baby and run you to the dirt, and those are facts, and still try to claim they're the best moms. BS, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.